Hi, I'm Eileen from the Newburgh Free Library. We'll get started making a yarn pumpkin. The first thing you need to do is inflate an 11-inch balloon about halfway. I've hung this from a crate. If you can suspend it, if you want to hang it from a kitchen cabinet handle over the counter, whatever you can do to suspend it, it makes it easier to work with. I'm going to empty this it's 2 ounces of glue. All right, empty the glue into this bowl. All right, so that I can work with it. I don't dilute the glue. It's just straight, and that makes it harden better. We're going to put some yarn into the glue, and when it dries, it should be hard around the balloon. And we have 21 pieces of yarn that are cut in 36-inch lengths. All right, I'm going to put the yarn into the glue. Okay, and you can stir it with a fork. I suggest you put plenty of newspaper down because this can get drippy. All right, and then use the fork and take one end of the yarn and just pull it through the fork, through the tines of the fork, to get off any excess glue. You can see that the extra glue is coming off. And then, starting at the bottom of the balloon, I'm going to wrap the yarn around. So just kind of wind it around any way you can around the balloon. You can press it down. And just continue doing this with all 21 pieces of the yarn, and you'll gradually be covering the balloon and circling it. I'm finding it easier to do this by turning the balloon. And when you end it, you can kind of just sort of blend it in with another piece of yarn. So I'm going to go around and do that. Just sort of, here's the end. I'm going to just sort of bring it into another piece. Okay, and press it down. Okay, so again, you're going to start at the bottom, holding the balloon, and then just move the balloon to allow the yarn to be circled around it. And when you get to the end, just kind of tuck it in by another piece of yarn. So I put 20 strings of yarn around the balloon, and actually this is the 20th, and that seems to be enough. If you want to do more, that's great. I'm kind of out of glue here, and it seems like enough. Okay, so I'm going to take that final string, and again, we'll just finish up, put that on the bottom. Wrap it around. I'm just going to tuck it in a little bit, and I'm going to use some of this glue, a little bit of glue that I have left in the bowl, and I'm going to go around and again just sort of tuck in any of the ends that are sticking up. Just put a little glue on them, smooth them out. Okay, and now I will let it dry for 24 hours. Well, it'll remain a mystery, but my balloon was popped before I returned to it today. So I'll just tell you how you would just gently remove the balloon, put your fingers in to kind of press the balloon down to separate it from the outside yarn, and then you can pop the balloon. When you pop the balloon, you should just make a tiny snip close to the knot, okay? And then once the air is out of the balloon, you can remove it through an opening. Okay, so there we have it. It hardened nicely. All right, and what we're going to do now is we can make the stem and the leaf for the top. So take a piece of the pipe cleaner, right? And you're just going to wrap it around the pipe cleaner, coil it, okay, there we have it, and just remove it, leaving it coiled. And then your second pipe cleaner, again, wrap it around. You can use a pen or your pinky just to kind of, again, coil it. Remove it from the pen. And for this one, we're going to stretch it out a little bit. And then from the bottom, you can just kind of hook the coiled one around the stretched out one. There we go. And then just going to sit it on top. You can kind of, let's see if we can find that little hook piece there. We can just hook that in. All right. And there we go. And if you'd like to, you can use a tea light. I have this battery operated tea light here. And I'm going to find an opening where I can push this through. Just make a little space. Put that right there. And then reshape the pumpkin to get it nice and round. Okay. So I hope you enjoyed making your pumpkin and enjoy the season, enjoy the holidays.